second game of and this is just the second game of the group stage.
Here we go.
But already, this is a must-win, we think, for both teams.
Yeah, you only get 4 of these group games. Each of these teams already 0-1, so if you get a second loss, the odds of you advancing are basically nil.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. In the forward positions, James and Hachimura. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Murray outside. Inside. Here's Williamson. Pass to Messi. The 3 from Poole. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
For 3, Murray, the rebound by James. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against Portland. Pass to Doncic. That 3 off the mark. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Williamson, the pass to Poole. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Good to see Poole knock down the long ball. It's only going to help build his confidence.
Reeves outside. A 3 ball. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Williamson outside. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
That one falls.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And so Poole will bring it up for New Orleans.
Come get it, come get it.
Here's Messi. He's covered by Ayton. Back to Messi. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Trains the 3-pointer.
3 points.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
We've got Kevon Looney. Jose Alvarado is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Jones. And it's Queen in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The shot by Hawkins, no good. And here's the Lakers. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are 2 teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Lakers coach J.J. Redick has brought an attention to detail to this team. Austin Reeves said, quote, set that foundation of doing stuff the right way, and if we do that, we can be a really good team. Redick said it's important to always emphasize the things that you want. That hopefully becomes part of your identity. Kevin, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Vanderbilt's shot is good.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Andre Ayton's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. James checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Doncic is subbed in for Austin Reeves. There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. GA, the Pelicans reshaping this roster, but plenty of long-term Pels still in the lineup.
Kevin, continuity matters. They've got talent, chemistry, and have weathered the storms together. Now, can they make some real headway?
Now here's James. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Over in the corner, Doncic. The three ball from Doncic.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Poole. Outside, Jones. Hachimura against Williamson. For 3, Murray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
LeBron.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Smart against Murray. They need this one. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the New Orleans Pelicans.
When you're ice cold from three-point land, it's definitely time to change things up.
What do you know about being ice cold from three-point land? I don't know, it's part of their DNA. But at this point, they need to see the ball go through the net. And now let's take a look at our power rankings and see who's ahead in the early going.
Taking a look here now at New Orleans, they are hurting. What's that saying? It's always darkest before the dawn? Well, it must be in the middle of the night over there because it's dark. It's real dark right now.
Yeah, time for somebody to light a spark for them.
Spark? They need a flamethrower, Ernie.
My bad. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. Reeves in at shooting guard. James is the small forward. And it's Doncic in at the point. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you so much. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Back to you, Kevin.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter-oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
Every team hopes to have a player on this list. A quick update now on the top field goal percentage shooters in the NBA. Fifth best, Zion Williamson.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
There's 1:54 left in the third. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Doncic.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And it's Poole with the ball for New Orleans. It's a 14-point game. Many players, Clark, can drive in and step back, but few do both as well as Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard, and sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it, his ball handling, and his size. I mean, his size is deceptive, and I think underlooked sometimes in how he's able to do what he does with the basketball.
Now here's Williamson. Scoreless thus far. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
That one is off.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Queen's checked in. And it's Herbert Jones in for Jordan Poole. And he's good on the second. You know, for years we wondered, Clark, what life after LeBron would look like for the Lakers. That question has been answered.
Yeah, I think landing Doncic completely altered the course of the franchise, Kevin. I mean, He really is one of the best offensive players in the world, and he's in his prime. He makes them a threat in the West every season, and if he ever commits to defense, he'll be really special.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Lakers leading by 12. Here's Reeves. 5 points in the game. In the corner, it's Kleba. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers on top, up by 12. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Jordan Poole is out there with Murray. And it's Misi in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the Pelicans 5. Lakers leading by 10. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Doncic for the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And the second free throw, good.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
Now, here's Poole. They set the pick. No problem with the wide-open J. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hachimura. He drills the three.
Hachimura has the ability to torch defenses from deep and continues to work on this area of his game.
Pelicans trail by 12. Now here's Murray. Outside Poole. They set the pick. Missed on the three. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Now Ayton. Doncic outside. Let's lose a three. Does not go in. Pelicans shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Lakers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
Tremendous contribution from him scoring the basketball. Everywhere you look, his fingerprints were all over this game.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Huge moment in this group round of the NBA Cup. The record is now 1 up and 1 down.
And Kevin, I thought their energy and effort was outstanding. I mean, backs against the wall, and they delivered.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
LeBron, that was an impressive win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
It's a really good team that we're playing. They're very resilient, just like us. They play together, they play hard, they play tough, so we had to bring that fight tonight.
You brought it. It paid off. Congrats.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.